All right, everyone, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video. My name is DFree. Here today, we're taking a look at the upcoming Legends Rising banner. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, hit that subscribe if you're new for more content. Over in the top right corner, go ahead and take a look at the poll there. It's pretty much going to be asking if you guys are going to be pulling for Goku or if you want to pull Hit, if you guys are going to be summoning in the first place. If not, then I guess you kind of just don't answer that. But anyways, let me know. So earlier today, I did a video on this, and I took it down because the audio quality was not up to snuff. I was playing some settings, and I forgot to turn them off pretty much. So I'm just going to go ahead and redo that. It should be quicker, should be easier to do it this time now that I've got my initial thoughts out the way and I know what I want to talk about. So this banner should be coming up tonight after maintenance. There is maintenance today at the time of the recording. The banner should go live afterwards. Also, if you're wondering about the other banner that was in the V-Jump, that is apparently going to be, because pretty much always, every banner of the V-Jump pretty much is always going to be a Ultra Space Time Summon. So that banner should be popping up next week, early next week, probably on a Tuesday, and we'll stay tuned for that. That banner does feature the Fusion/Super Android 13 alongside the Goku as well. So stay tuned for that. Again, this one should be dropping tonight. So upcoming, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. Like this right here is one of the most hyped banners for me. This is pretty much my favorite Goku form. Sometimes I like SSG a little better just because the aesthetic. It looks really cool. But pretty much this, right? Also, we have Hit, who is my third favorite character. So, like, this banner is incredibly hyped for me. But Legends Rising, so not Legends Limited. These are not Legends Limited characters, thankfully. And this also is not a step up, for better or worse. So, these are the characters that are coming out. It does not appear any other characters are going to be on the banner. Goku is also a limited transformation. He does not stay in Blue Kaioken, as you would expect, because it's Kaioken. It does wear out. So, we'll see what they do, and we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about some of my predictions for the characters as far as their Z abilities are concerned, and what I think they'll wind up doing with these characters. Because Hit, in particular, is in an interesting position. Because, just for the record, he's not going to have very many tags. So they're going to have to handle him pretty interestingly. Because he can either go one of two ways, where he's like Rildo and Deborah, where they just pretty much don't have support at all, which he's not going to go that way, for the record. He has options. We'll talk about that in a bit. Or he can be kind of one of those units that has a few options, but not many, which is what they're going to do for the most part. So we'll talk about that. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the previews. So we're going to start off by looking at the Hit preview here. So Hit is coming. Break your enemies with high base crit and crit damage. Get more crit buffs depending on your battle member's elements. Finish the job with his ultimate time skip, which cuts damage reduction by 100% and deals massive damage. So, going to go ahead and break that down. So, he has a combination of high crit rate and crit damage. So, I'm assuming that the crit stat that he has is pretty high. So, long story short, this character is going to be a character that is able to just do a ton of damage in really big bursts, right? You know, one of the things that makes other characters good is whenever they have access to crit damage and crit rate, they just can do chunks of HP damage. Like, the main character that would buff that type of stat would be SS Bardock. This is why SS Bardock is so good, because not only does he give multiple buffs, he gives crit damage and crit rate. Like, not a lot of units give both of those stats. So, since that's the case, your crit likelihood and then the overall damage is going to peak very high. Not to mention, his time skip apparently reduces damage cut by 100%. Why? You know, so like he's going to do a ton of damage while also having the massive modifier. And then he also has another buff in there. Get more crit buffs depending on your battle member's elements. Notice they say elements. So there's a chance that that part of it is, for example, if we take a look at the Legends Road Piccolo, he has different buffs that he gives, and other characters do it, like Whis or whoever. He gives different buffs depending on your allies that you're alongside. But this character is going to have similar things, and it seems like it's just for himself as far as crit is concerned, based on the elements that come with him, which means that they might have the idea of building Hit as a mono yellow type of character, as well as obviously having access to Universe 6. It depends on what those elements are. If they say, oh, if you have other yellow element characters on your team, then he's pretty much going to be a unit that's probably going to be best on a mono yellow setup, regardless of whatever other options he has, right? So we'll talk about that a little bit more, but he's going to do a ton of damage with just crits. Like, he's going to do a lot of crits. So let's look at the video here.
Become stronger. So can I. Too slow. Finish it. Target eliminated.
so hyped for this. Let me go ahead and do a very brief breakdown because I kind of already know what to expect here. So to reiterate, these are all just regular strike cards and stuff. This here is a special move. So he goes from special move. The next thing he does is a counter, and then he goes into an ultimate. So we'll talk about that. So here's a special move, right? He also right here has a counter. So he's getting striked. And this is important because apparently he has strike and blast counter. And that's important because you can see that in the Goku video, which we'll look at in a minute. But there's a counter here. And the thing about the counter is he sends them flying, and doesn't appear that he's able to combo strike and blast cards into it, which is a really big deal. We'll see, but unless they just kind of had a drop combo or a delay or something, he's not going to be able to combo those. Now, every counter unit or barrier unit can combo blue cards. That's not a big deal. But very few of them, or a select number of them, can actually combo into other cards, which is a big deal because it gives the character priority afterwards. So right here, watch what happens. He sends him flying. He goes into an ultimate right here. But before he can get to him, Goku actually goes into his own ultimate stance. Right here. That's the ultimate activation. Or ultimate, not ultimate, excuse me, special move, whatever. This could also be like I don't know what. Okay, I'll just say special move. And the reason why I could have said counter is because the timing of the special move for Goku in his video is a little different. But I'm assuming this is just a special move. Anyways, he's not able to get it off. But the fact that he had a chance to activate it means that in that scenario, the opponent could have vanished out of this. So it doesn't appear to be comboable, at least into this action. But we'll see how that works in actual gameplay. And that's stuff that doesn't really pop up on paper. It's something you have to see in the actual gameplay. So here's Goku. And again, every card can go into blue, but that's not really a big deal, right? For example, Super Vegito with his knockback, he can't combo into blast cards or strike cards, but he can into a Big Bang attack. All right, so let's look at Goku. I've been saving this. Kaioken. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku is coming. Go Kaioken with his main ability. Buffs include sustained damage cut and strike damage up. His special skill, which is the green card, pushes him to Kaioken times 10 and changes his special move into next level strike. So this Goku, it seems like they just retread the original Kaioken Goku. Doesn't he get damage cut and strike damage up whenever he goes Kaioken, the original Kaioken Goku? And also his green card changes his attack. His special move, like, it's almost the same thing. It doesn't mean I don't want him, but it's just really interesting. Let's take a look at the video. Like, Goku, I don't really have much to say, but I will say that the first half of this video, he's just getting beat up, and that's good because we can see it from the opponent perspective, some of the stuff it's doing. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So here's the counter, actually. This is why I said he has blast counter, because Goku's going for a blast card, and Hit actually takes a stance. And he gets priority. And then right here, this is where I say, yeah, he can combo into a blue card because he's going to go ahead and use a special move right here. And Goku could not get out of that. So he went Kaioken. Here's the green card, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the green card because he went times 10. And this is why I was saying it could have been a counter. I don't think it is, though. But it looks almost like it just because the activation timing. It's very uncommon for you to get priority in mid-range for something like this versus the opponent. Again, in mid-range. So Goku actually goes into his special move. If this works like IT Goku and like LF Goku, this is going to be too much, man. There's too much. He doesn't even say anything. Wow. That's pretty savage at the end. Yeah, I don't think it's a counter, but I just wanted to throw that out there because people are talking about that. So that's pretty much it for the breakdown. Let's go ahead and take a look at the characters and talk about what I expect them to have as far as their tags are concerned. Okay, so for Goku, he's going to be pretty much the same thing as this. Like, he's probably going to be a melee unit, but he's going to have the exact same tags. Sun Family, Saiyan, God. It's not really anything special. The only thing that's going to change is the saga. He's not going to be having the Resurrection F saga. He's going to have the Champa saga, which is important because we actually have a buffer for this saga. These are all the characters that are currently from that saga in the game. Hit is going to have this as well alongside the Goku and any other characters we get from that part of Super in that tournament, right? But we do have a character buffer here who goes strike, attack, and defense for this tag, ultimately at 7-star and so on and so forth. There is a scout battle for this character. If you don't have him, make sure that you are doing that. Now, this is important because I do think both of these characters, the Hit and the Goku that are coming out, will be buffing this tag specifically, and they're probably going to have double buffs. I don't know what the initial buff will be, but I'm thinking for Goku, it's going to be God Ki alongside the Champa Saga, and then for Hit, it's going to be probably Universe 6 alongside Champa Saga. I don't want to discredit the fact that Goku could also offer Universe 7 because he should be coming in with Universe 7 as a tag option as well in the game for the first time. Also, I don't want to discredit the fact that Hit could also go something like Universe 6 and Mono Yellow double support because it seems like they might want to build Hit to work that way as well. But again, the thing about Hit is that he's going to be in a weird spot because he's going to be reliant as far as tags are concerned either on a team that's mono, right, or on supports like this. So, like, I think they're going to do this thing where they do the Saga supports, and they also do have Universe 6 supports. It's important to mention the Universe 6 supports because they're available, but unless you get more, there's not a lot of option. Like, half the Universe 6 units don't even buff it. Also, funny thing is this Kaba is not from the Universe 6 Survival, or the Universe Survival Saga like Khalifa and Kalar. But these characters buff Universe 6 at 5-star. Like, they don't even outright buff it. They're female warriors and then green. So you do need them at 5-star. So it's little things like that that make Hit an incredibly exclusive unit as far as teams are concerned. But I think if they give him Universe Survival Saga, they then from there give Goku that too. Even though they're both yellow, I mean, to be fair, if Hit wants yellow allies, that's a big win, right? That's a huge win if the Hit wants yellow allies. But like, even though they're both that, you still want to fill out that bench and stuff like that. You can produce a bunch of other characters from that saga, and give them all the saga support / Universe 6 if you want to do that, and then you're fine, right? It's not a problem for the Universe 6 character to specifically Hit. And then also any other ones that come in the future, because eventually we will get, again, Universe 7 supports and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens with that. But again, I think if they do it that way, Hit'll be fine. You could drop a Champa, you can drop a Vados, you can do a lot of stuff. Botamagetta, well, excuse me, not Botamagetta, because they wouldn't be from this part, but Botamo and Magetta individually, and then other stuff, right? So anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe if you're new. Be sure to vote on the poll in the top right corner, and let me know what you think is coming. Later today, we'll have our full-on breakdown and all that stuff for the units, so stay tuned, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next one.